To be completely honest, this is all a civil matter. Would you like to report an assault?
The other's got to be lying.
So when you've said about this situation and repossessions to the police, what have the police
They don't want to
said?
know, civil. They don't want to know. They won't even see me. I went down.
Good. Can we see the warrant?
Here we go. Who are you?
Can we take your names, please?
Who are you?
Who are you? Who are you? That's exactly what we're asking. Who are you?
Members of the public.
The members of the public.
Excellent, that's fine.
So you've wedged yourselves in right up to the front.
We have,
just
yeah.
in case we got hold of you to pull you apart.
Well,
Is
it'd be assault then.
the defendant any of you? Clearly not gentlemen.
We've got a vulnerable lady in the house
Yes, we are
who's
aware of
scared,
that.
so we're here for her.
That's
She's
fine.
not had a proper court hearing. She took paperwork along, and under court rules, there has to be all-day partum.
Unfortunately, that's something you'd have to take up with the judge and with the court service. That's nothing
So
to
under
do with
due
us.
process, liberty of the subject 1354,
Yep,
we
right.
as public,
Yep.
subjects of the king, cannot allow this to go on.
Right.
And under the law, you're not allowed to break in.
Right, under the law we are.
Under
your
the law, you're
law,
not.
We're not. Right, so what...
Would you like me to show you the law?
No, I have I have very little interest in the law, sir, because I'm neither a
So you have little interest in the law.
I'm neither a
So
solicitor.
you feel that you can break in regardless of the law.
Where do you live?
I will work under the warrant of the court that has been given to me. So, what we'll do...
So
we'll
we've
leave
got
this
tons of people here, and there's more inside.
Yeah,
Show us the warrant.
No, you have no need to see the warrant, sir.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, we do.
We're concerned
They're all
citizens.
That's
fraudulent.
good for you. I'm happy you're concerned. It's nice that people are showing the concern in this day.
So have due process in the UK. You've got
UK.
Yep.
you've got liberty of the subject 1354.
That's right. No worries. I'll leave
And
you to
you've
it.
got observance
You
of due
guys have
process
you guys have a
1368.
nice day. Thank you for your time.
Whereas
So what's happening now then, mate?
unlawful,
So what's happening
it's
now?
void. Oh, it is void.
Yeah, we met before, yeah.
It is void. Yeah, and you run off last time.
We
Goodbye.
didn't run off, we walked away and then got it
No,
back
you
later.
run off. Goodbye.
Yeah, he'll be on YouTube later, always is.
Oh, it will be, yeah.
Stop recording me, mate, I want to throw your phone over the road.
Yeah, go on then, you try. You try.
You're recording me on a public street.
Yeah, you try.
Try.
Right.
Don't be brave.
Try. Try.
Just be brave. Muppet.
Being brave.
Turn your camera off, mate.
No, we don't turn.
If you don't
No,
think
we're
that's
not public.
provocative,
We're not turning our
if you
camera.
don't think shoving that up my nose is provocative,
That's
you
up
don't
your
let
nose,
me
is
come
it?
in.
It's public.
Yeah,
Public.
Yeah, marvellous. And
Public.
you've got your Cheshire Cat grin.
Yes.
Where you think I'm not going to do anything.
You ain't going to do
Yeah.
nothing.
I'm not.
You're not.
Because you're just trying to provoke a reaction.
You're
which
not going to do
gonna
nothing.
get.
You're not going to do nothing. Goodbye, sir. Have a nice day.
Goodbye.
Have a nice day. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, and they're still following me now. So I think I might call the police to get the camera taken away. Recording me in the street.
Oh, we called him in the street.
Makes him think we're following him.
Do you think I'm afraid of you? I don't know, really. I like being on film.
Do you?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Especially on a nice sunny day.
I think naturally you're quite a bully, and
I don't know you at all. I wouldn't
No,
dream
I'm
to
just saying.
suggest that. I wouldn't dream to
I
suggest that
think
about you.
I know, but that's not you. I'm saying I think you're quite a bully, and bullies Quite
I don't like bullies.
Pathetic, really.
Yeah, I don't like bullies.
The fact
I
you
don't
came,
like
I
being
wasn't anywhere
bullied.
near you. Came over,
Yeah.
came right up to me and leant into me. And that's
leaning
you were.
into you,
You
just
were. That's a fact. You were. But you were though. That's past tense. So then you moved away when I said you're leaning into me, and you moved off a little bit. So that's all about intimidation.
I'm just playing your game.
I'm not playing a game, and I wasn't playing a game
Yes,
with
you are.
you. No, I wasn't. No.
Yes, you are.
Don't be silly. Obviously, you haven't studied psychology, have you?
Well, not really.
No.
No.
Anyway, you're a fool.
Oh, now you're getting to insults as well.
No,
eh?
it's not an insult.
No?
No, it's not an insult.
I'm just trying to provoke a reaction all the
No,
time.
I'm not. No, you did that yourself by coming over and leaning into me. You were provoking something. You were being intimidating.
I'm sorry, I'm 6'2".
No, it's not about being 6'2". Nothing to do with your height. It's the fact you came over from the carriageway,
Well, I
came
don't
up
want
to
to
me,
get run over.
leant into me.
Yeah. I
And
didn't lean into you.
You did lean into me. It's a fact.
If I leant into you, I'd knock you over.
Okay, sure, right.
Yeah.
Was that a threat?
No, it's a statement.
Okay.
It's a statement.
Funny, isn't it?
Why is he standing so close
No,
to
he's
you?
trying to intimidate me. Yeah, he thinks he can intimidate me because he's 6 foot something and whatever.
Yeah, it's an unnaturally close,
Yeah, it's silly, isn't it?
Position.
Just intimidation, really, by some
unless you know him personally.
bloke with a black jacket with.
Well, why? I've as much right to stand on this pavement as you have.
Well, that close.
Huh?
Do you think that close is
Do
it?
you want me to stand there then? I'll stand there.
Yeah, please do.
There's that. Do you feel safer now?
It's not about being safe at all. I wasn't bothered by you, but
No.
it's just what you were doing was
space.
trying to be
Personal
intimidating.
space. Yes, absolutely.
Because you're a bully.
No, I'm not.
You are a bully.
You don't know me from Adam.
I do know your actions and the vibration coming. You're a bully. You're a bully. You're a natural bully. It's in your nature. If you weren't a bully, you wouldn't have come from the carriageway next to me and lean
Well,
into
just-
me.
just
That's a
enjoying the
bullying
sun.
tactic, and it's
Just enjoying
total
the sun.
intimidation. And you know it
enjoying the
is
sun.
because you're a bully.
No, I don't know.
Just enjoying the
You
sun.
obviously grew up bullied as a kid, and then you turn into a bully yourself.
I'm getting a full psychological breakdown here.
You're nuts. It's simple.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, okay.
What's he doing then?
That's, no, just having a walk.
So if I walk that way, you're going to follow me again, are you?
Don't know. Where are you walking?
Wherever I want to walk.
Yeah.
And I don't need to be recorded. All right then, we'll stand here and we'll call the police.
Go on then. Off you go.
You're a muppet.
I'm a muppet. I'm a muppet. Yeah. Yeah.
Stealing houses off old women. No, that's a muppet.
So when you
Stealing. That's all you are.
Stealing, yeah.
if someone don't pay their mortgage,
Mortgage. What are you on about? Do you know what a mortgage is?
Yeah.
Do you know what a
Whatever.
mortgage is?
you
It's all
put
fraud.
the
Mortgage
rules
is
to yourself,
fraud.
don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Mortgage is fraud, you numpty.
So
You don't know nothing.
Where do you live? In a squat?
Yeah. Where do you live?
Where do you
Tell you
live?
what, get back under your stone.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, keep eating the pies.
yeah, yeah. Where do you live?
So the lady is feeling harassed, so we may have to phone the police.
No, that's right. I'm down here in the road, I'm nowhere near.
Phone on video.
Walking around toward Bexhill town. And recording me won't leave me alone.
You've just harassed a lady. You've just harassed an 86-year-old. There are witnesses you've
Will you
just
stop
harassed.
recording me, please?
No,
Will you stop recording me?
We can record in public.
Evidence.
Evidence.
We're doing it for criminal evidence. We're doing it for criminal evidence. You've just broke that lady's human rights. You're harassing her. You've no reason to be here. Article 1, Article 8, human rights. You need to go.
Yeah, please go.
We need to phone the police because you're harassing an 86-year-old.
We have the right to there. Yes, sort of long term. And the other bailiff was assaulting me, by the way.
She was saying that he's accused me of getting
have
in his
that on
face
film
and
too?
filming him.
Okay,
Yeah, the bailiff was assaulting me.
fine.
We can
Right.
film in public, as you're fully aware.
Which is what I've just said to him.
Yeah.
Hold
Yeah.
on, let me turn my camera on while we're speaking about it.
Do you not have to do something?
Pardon?
Do you not have to do something when you switch that on?
Well, A, I've just told you, and B, it does say it on here. So no, I don't actually have to tell you.
You do have to.
But I don't because it says it on here. But,
Doesn't matter.
Okay, so I'm turning my camera on. As
Can you
see.
can you tell me exactly who you are?
Yeah, I'm PC Ely from Hastings Police Station.
And are you acting as a constable today?
PC. And
No,
this
you're
is-
not. Are you acting as a constable today? Are you an officer or a constable today? Are you acting under your oath today?
Yes,
You are.
Yes.
So you're a constable today.
I'm working as a police constable. That's my role, and this is
Perfect.
my warrant number, Echo Bravo 402.
Thank you very much.
So essentially, we've had a call, obviously saying that you guys have been preventing someone from doing their job, which is evicting somebody. Okay, I'm aware of the laws that you can film as I'm on record,
Yes.
and I've told him that.
Yes.
But as you're aware, I'm assuming you wouldn't like it if someone came when you were trying to do your job and put a camera in your face and was following you. Now, I don't know the ins and outs of it, but he said that you were calling him names, or some of you
Absolutely
were
not.
calling him names.
He physically tried to remove that camera from me,
Okay.
and I've got it on camera, and it will be uploaded onto YouTube. So that's what happened.
Do you want to show me that? Because potentially
I can't.
You've told me that there's been an assault, and you've told me that he's tried to take your camera. If you show me that, then I can deal with that.
Oh, this is a new camera for me, so I don't really know how to use it at the moment. So this is the second time I've used it.
Okay.
So
Can I? What is it that you guys are doing?
we're stopping an unlawful eviction
What? How do you know it's unlawful?
because there's no due process been made today.
We basically
How
know
do you
we
know
know how
that?
the court.
We know how the system
We know
works.
the due process. We know
So-
the law.
Okay, but
The bailiffs would have
what's-
turned up with a warrant that would be void. It would be unsigned without a seal. We know this for a fact. This is what's going on at the moment. This is how we're battling the authorities because they're turning up with unlawful paperwork. A lot of the time it's even on a tablet now. It's all unlawful. The actual warrant itself, and I've actually got I'm actually dealing with Sussex Police at the moment and putting them on notice that it's actually unlawful for anyone to turn up with a warrant that's unsigned and doesn't have a seal.
How do you know that it's unlawful?
Because you've got to look at that information yourself.
But how did you before you came here today? How did you know that it was
Through
unlawful?
legislation.
No. I'm asking, how did you specifically know that this eviction was going to be unlawful?
Because they all are. Every
So
single
you-
eviction at the moment
so
in this
just-
But
country.
we know the individual, so we know the history.
And she's got a legal
We are
background.
very fully aware of what's been going
Okay.
on.
I'm slightly confused. So you know this female
Yes.
who's being evicted.
Yes.
And you know that it's unlawful.
We know the
Yes.
history.
We know the history
The history of what?
of this case. This case goes back to 2014.
Okay, so I don't know this case.
Yeah, so that's how we
I'm
know.
not. This
So
is
that's
all,
how we
this
know.
Is, this is all a civil matter. So I essentially got called by the mail that you guys were following to say that. Okay, but that's what I've been called to basically say that you guys have followed him, called him names, stuck a camera in his face, and that he felt that you guys were harassing him. That's essentially why I've come out, to prevent anything further from happening
course.
more than anything. And like when I came up to you guys the first time, all I said was, if it was you, if you were following him, if you were filming him, please stop, because it's not very nice. And that's all that there is.
That's not a good enough excuse,
That's all
though.
there is to it.
We're entitled to follow someone that's actually in
Not
himself.
if you're causing him harassment.
He was causing me. He tried to remove this camera
but
from me.
if I'm telling you that you've caused him harassment,
Yeah.
and you've made him fear for his safety, you can't tell me.
So
that
you're
that's
policing
not a good
feelings, are you?
excuse.
Are you policing feelings now?
Yeah, that
You
is.
are policing feelings.
That is, if someone feels that they're in fear. Sorry, bear with me 2 seconds. 611, bear with me. Sorry.
All right.
If someone feels that they're in danger, then yes, I'm going to police that, because
Just
them feeling.
Just to jump in here,
Yeah.
caveat to that would be the chap that you're referring to, the locksmith as we know him, was walking down the road with 2 bailiffs next to him. One of the bailiffs was 6'3". That's the chap that was intimidating and then
Yes.
leaning on me, which is still an affray, and I would say, and it's intimidation, which is and provocative. Therefore, when you say he was in fear, he was with 2 huge bailiffs. So we weren't doing anything to cause any affray whatsoever. So we were just going about our lawful right, walking down the road to make sure that everything was safe. That was all. So there's no way this man could prove that we were harassing him. And any filming, if I didn't see a body cam on the locksmith, I didn't see a body cam on the bailiffs, which surprises me if they're going about lawful business.
Okay.
My experience of bailiffs, they have a body cam just as you do,
Yeah.
but they didn't have those.
Okay.
Therefore, and also when they arrived, they refused to show a warrant. Now, if they refuse to show a warrant, they have no legal standing
To you
whatsoever.
guys?
Yes.
To the household,
Okay.
the owner of the house.
So they don't
refused.
have to show you guys one, but
No,
they should
but
have
they
shown
should.
her
They
one.
should show
I
she was
agree
there,
with that, yeah,
and they
okay,
refused
okay.
to. Therefore, they have no legal standing. They should leave.
Okay.
That's it.
And which they've done.
To
Which they did.
be completely honest, this is all a civil matter.
It
would
is.
you like to report an assault?
No, I won't.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Because at the minute, you've obviously told me that someone has assaulted you. I don't know whether it was that man or the
It was a
locksmith.
bailiff.
It was a bailiff.
Bailiffs, yeah.
Okay.
We got it on.
Do you-
We got it on film.
It's on film.
It's on
Do
film.
you know their details?
No.
Because obviously I've got to take a report now that
Yep.
you've said that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Can I take your details
No.
at least?
No, thanks.
I can't take your details.
thank you.
Okay, so I'm just confirming.
No, I know.
You don't want anything done.
Not at the
about
moment.
this.
We have.
We have a
period
right
of
to
thing,
come back to you
so we
anyway.
can come back to
We
you
can come
some
back to
stage,
you.
Yeah,
Once we look at the
absolutely.
footage, we can go
We-
through the footage, and if I choose to,
Yeah.
we decided to, then we'll come back and
Yeah, that's
report
fine.
it. Yeah.
Okay, so what's your guys' plan then now? Are you done?
We don't
Because
know yet.
they've all left, so are you guys coming away from that property?
Well, we need confirmation from the court that they're not going to return.
Okay.
So we'll probably have to phone the court and see what the situation
Okay.
is. But yeah,
So, right, fine. Okay, fine. Please leave that man alone. He's
we're not interested in the man. He
Fine.
was the one that was threatening,
Just
not
watch your
us.
back. Okay, fine. Yeah, but obviously, I know you guys you're within your legal right.
We know
of
that.
course.
We've got some legal
And I'm
people
aware,
there as well.
I'm aware. I'm assuming you're not going to go around filming people if you don't know the laws. However, I appreciate you don't want to listen, but for you guys, please don't intimidate people because it's not nice. It's not whether or not it's legal. It's not nice, is it, as a person to be filmed
Yeah.
and had followed around? It isn't nice.
Again,
You wouldn't like
But it isn't nice for bailiffs turning up with an unlawful warrant.
No, it's
and
not. No, it's
and the
not.
guy that's trying to intimidate.
And I'm not saying that it is, but I'm just saying, something not nice and something not nice doesn't make something right, does it? So that's all it is.
No.
But yeah.
However,
so if you leave him alone, he'll leave you alone.
Yeah.
I think he's leaving anyway because he's finished with that job.
Yeah.
I'm going to be stepping away because this is a civil matter.
It is.
And yeah, I'll leave you guys to it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's okay. If you do change your mind, then obviously.
We've got
Yes,
your
of
details
course,
anyway,
yeah,
so
yeah.
perfect.
Can I just ask you, just for the record, you said you introduced yourself as PC,
Yeah.
and then you changed it saying you're acting as a constable under your oath.
A police constable.
What's the okay? So that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That's good. Just for the record, just so I
Okay.
hear, because originally you were saying you're a police officer, and I want to know whether you're actually acting as a police officer. I've already established it, but I want to know whether you discern the difference.
Do you know what the
PC,
difference is?
Yeah.
Police constable.
Yeah.
That's what I'm acting as.
Okay. Yeah.
And not an officer.
What have you just faced?
Oh, I don't know. It's been terrifying. I've been up all night knowing that they come round early and they sneak around because they've tried to force their way some people in my back gate.
So
they knock on the
who is it
windows.
who's just come round?
Bailiffs. They've been coming threatening and coming, I don't know how many times, and they've never turned up.
And they refuse to show their warrants.
And they won't
so
show
on.
anything, no, and they all look scruffy, so you think it could be anybody. It's quite scary.
Now, with your paperwork, you went to court.
Yes, on
day.
Friday, yes. I actually just walked in there on the off chance because I'd had this, as you say, I had a bad fall and I haven't been able to get out or about. And they gave me this stay of execution here, this one I showed you, that. And I said, Joe Holden, I'm not engaging him because when I went to him, I asked him to do a letter to them asking for copies of the invoices.
And who's Joe Holden?
A solicitor. But he's got 16 pages of corruption against him. One's for sexual harassment. So he married the 74-year-old to make it look good. He didn't recognise me because years ago he tried it on with me, but he didn't recognise me.
How long
grey.
has this been going on?
It's been going on since 2013. Non-stop.
Okay, and how did it start? How did it escalate to this stage?
Oh gosh, it's remembering back now. Just strange things happening, like break-ins, place left with the taps running, someone getting in, kicking in my front door at our house. And 5 times the police have kicked the door in. They said that Charlotte Underwood at Adult Social Care phoned them to say that I was a missing vulnerable person. She said no, she didn't, they called her. So those two are against each other. I said, well, if one's telling the truth, the other's got to be lying.
So when you've said about this situation and repossessions of the place, what have the police
They don't want
said
to know, civil. They don't want to
just say
know.
it's
They won't
civil.
even see me. I went down there with actually that Patrick. Went down there and another journalist, and they put 3 police women there who wouldn't answer anything at all. Nothing.
And do you mind me you don't have to answer. Can we ask you your age?
Well, I'm well over 80. That's all I'm saying.
80. Yeah.
So.
And about this property and the bailiffs and the court.
It's actually my grandson's, but because he was only 10 at the time when my uncle died and hadn't finished doing his will with these solicitors, because the solicitors made off with the money. Harris Evans, the solicitors down in Southampton, one of them, Harris Evans, I think it was him himself, and one of the women's solicitors, made off with 4 million from the company and got 3 years prison. And of course it wasn't finished, so that's how it's been left all this time. And I've had nothing but harassment from them. The council said I owe 27,000. I've not had my full old age pension since I was 60. They panicked and sent me 4,000 something like the other week.
So going back to the situation on this property, if you had to just summarise how you feel and what you've been going through.
If I wasn't as strong as I am, I'd have committed suicide. I sit and weep sometimes. Sometimes I can't even come back here, and friends come and watch for me. But they don't want to get involved because anyone involved with me has nasty things happen to them. They find their car's been scratched, things have been broken, and all kinds of terrible things.
You've got a legal background, or?
Yes.
So you know that if you put paperwork into court, you should get a fair hearing.
That's right, of course I should.
You've not had that.
No. But in fact, it's just been adjourned. Each time they've given it to another circuit judge. No one knows what to do because I put in a load of the fraud and show what's been going on, and none of them want to handle it. So it's passed to every time I get another judge. And each time they do 6 months.
And you say fraud. A lot of people use the word fraud.
Fraud, theft and perjury. Oh no, this is.
So how are you defining the fraud?
When people give you false information on charges and things, that's fraud.
To deceive you?
Pardon? Sorry.
To deceive you?
Oh yes, it's all deceit, the whole lot. TLT are one of the worst ones. As I say, they're solicitors for all the banks and building societies in this country. And they were fined with another person, got them fined 23 million, 12 million, 10 million, and another 10. There was 100 in front of that figure, and the judge wouldn't wear it. Judge, I think it was Wright, R-I-C-H-T, Lord. And he wouldn't wear any more than that, so that gave me an idea that he must be corrupt. Otherwise, 23,000's peanuts. It's like pocket money to them. They've got more money. In fact, I sent them a letter saying that are they our bankers for the Treasury and His Majesty's Revenue and Customs, because they've got more money than our Treasury. And I go into the background of everybody in the company, even in France and everywhere. I've got my people in France because I used to actually live out there for a while. My sister-in-law still lives there. And I've gone into all their backgrounds, and you wouldn't believe some of them. Some of them have got criminal backgrounds. In fact, 220,000 police have actually got criminal backgrounds. They've broken in my house, as I say, 5 times. I'm missing my door. I can't shut it. It's overrun with rats. Well, you've seen it. My garden, I had a fall, didn't I, in there, because all this wood fell down. They've wrecked the fence. It looks like something out of Ukraine bomb site. And the council have just emailed, well, haven't emailed me, they sent me a bill for £895 for wrecking my garden, told me that the surveyor gets £70 an hour. So I told everyone, train as a surveyor. Yes, £70 an hour. But won't tell me who he is and won't give me any invoices.
So what will you do now? How do you feel now when everybody's
Well, I'm
gone?
terrified. I'll come back and someone will be in, or tonight they will. That's why I sit up most nights. I fall asleep during the day. In fact, I've fallen asleep in the library. It's a joke.
What about your MP or any MPs?
I had Hugh Merriman, who didn't want... When he saw the stuff, he didn't want to know. He put a lock on the front door, wouldn't see me. Then he's gone. Larissa Wilson's done a run of the solicitor for the council. She's no longer practising solicitor anymore. I got her for mismanagement and all sorts of things with His Majesty's Revenue and Customs and the Treasury.
Okay.
I take everybody down as I go along because they lie. They think I'm a silly old lady, gullible and stupid. I mean, they were talking about me in the courts last October, November, standing behind me talking about this old lady and about, she's got, yes, have you seen her? They said, have you seen a very old lady? And I said, I'm sorry, I'm very busy working. And I sat there and they stood behind me, still chatting about me. And I said, yes, but have you seen some of the stuff she sends in? She's got a terrific, do you know who she's got? No one knew who I'd got, etc. And then a call came out, would Marion Breed go to court number 7, please? So I said, have a lovely afternoon, girls. Now you've met the little old lady.
So what will you now be doing with the court and the paperwork? If you've not had a fair hearing, will you be going back to the court? Will you be...
I haven't had a chance to think. I've been up all night. I'm tired. I had nothing to eat. I was frightened to go to the shops to get some milk, so I didn't have any tea because Paul's brought me some round. And then I'm sicking it out.
Have you got any confidence in the court because you've been there and this has happened?
Well, it depends, I suppose, how much they're paid because there's corruption everywhere. I mean, I've got a list of judges brought down.